Hi, just me today. No Sue, no Kelly. Although I do have news about Kelly later. Well, I went to see the physio today, but that's another story. Start right back from Friday. You know, I went to see the man about the injection in my spine, and he said why I'd not had it done before. And I explained that they said I couldn't have one, blah blah. And it had been like nearly 2 years since I'd had the first one. So he said, oh, I'll put you on the short list as soon as I can. So I got the phone call, I think I said, didn't I, when I got back in, got a phone call telling me to go Monday. I felt so lucky when I went down there on Monday because all the other ladies in the waiting room, because it was ladies only that morning, I'd been waiting like 6 months to get this injection. I felt a bit of a fraud sitting there since I've only been waiting since last week, you know. But anyway, he said, oh, he said just a sharp pinprick, which was like where they were putting in the local, I suppose, and everything like that. Everything was fine until he come to put the actual injection, you know, actually into my spine. Oh, that gave me a jolt for sure. That woke me up. Luckily, I'm pretty stoic with pain, but I was like going, biting my lip a bit. I says to him, you lied. I said, a pinprick. I said, it was more like a knitting needle. He was just laughing. He said, why did you feel it? I said, feel it? I said, I nearly was up to the ceiling. Man, it was a bit embarrassing because they said, take everything off and put these gowns on. So I took everything off, and of course, when I was laying on the butt naked, you know, and the assistant, she said to me, you should have left your knickers on. I said, well, nobody told me. When they say take everything off, you take everything off, don't you? She'd have said you can leave your pants on. I mean, that would have been fine, wouldn't it? So the poor man was subjected to the size of my behind. I'm sure he's seen many more before. One time I would have been embarrassed, but now it was, hey, what the heck. Americano. I've actually got, it's a cafe, Starbucks, yeah, Starbucks. Started selling them in my local supermarket. Only the chilled ones though. The hot coffee we've got there is a Costa. I don't have a local Starbucks, I think I've told you that before. I have to go to Manchester. Anyway, today I've got no Gigi, that's why you've not got him around. His daddy was off work and I had to go out very early for the physio appointment. So they decided to keep him home today, so that's given me a chance to catch up on a few bits, although I can't catch up on a few bits because I've been told to take it easy for the rest of the week. Just to give my, you know, epidural thing chance to, you know, he said you might feel good, he said it'll either one of two things, you'll either feel painful for the next 2 days, it'll be more painful than it was before, which touch wood it's not. Or you might feel so good you want to start doing things and don't. Yeah, chores are to be left, start them gradually, yeah. No heavy lifting, no anything for at least a week, so. And having said that, what has been delivered today but my IKEA stuff that I was waiting for? My computer chair, my new one, which the other one's got a bit flat, I think I told you. You know, fat bottom, thin seat, had it 10 years, you know what I mean? I've, you know, flattened it. So anyway, I'm going to put a cushion on it and take the old one upstairs to use in my craft room when it gets done. Craft room's on hold, you see, because I can't do anything. I'm just so afraid of jeopardising everything by bending, stretching and doing too much that I thought for the sake of a week I'm just going to not do it, yeah? Killing me, but I'm not doing it. So anyway, we're going back to Kelly. I sent a message to Kelly because she'd asked me to let her know how I got on with my spinal injection and stuff. So I told her and I said, wouldn't you just know my IKEA stuff's come? And she went, leave it. She says, I'm free on Friday, I'll come up and I'll set it up for you. So, good on you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. She's a true friend. Sue was going to come this week, but of course I wasn't in. So, with her working patterns, I think it might be next week when Sue comes. But we'll wait and see. Anyway, back to the physiotherapist. My knee won't bend very well. And the specialist who did my knee operation kept saying to me, do you remember he told me to buy a bike? And I said, you are joshing, aren't you? You know, you're joking. I've never ridden a bike since I've been 18, and I'm 71 now, so I'm not likely to start, am I? So he says, well, start pedalling, you know, little pedals. Well, I've got them. But I told you, didn't I? They pedal across the room and I have to keep yanking them back, you know. My physio said I could do that, but put them against a wall so that they won't go anywhere. So I need to get like a dining chair or something and put the things against a wall. But that's by the by. Anyway, when he gets there, she takes a good look at my knee, she prods it, pokes it, moves it about, and she said, physiotherapy won't do you an ounce of good. She said, it just won't. She said, you've got cellulitis. And I thought, I mentioned to my specialist maybe 5 years ago, do you think I've got cellulitis? Because my friend had it, and my leg was looking very, very similar to hers. Oh yes, she said, it's definitely a case of cellulitis. She says, and it's getting worse. She said, it's going really, I mean, my leg's like a pudding. You know, there's no going away from it. I know I'm fat, but my leg is like a pudding. So she said, I'm looking at the bottom of it. You know, when I told you before that I can't wear skirts or anything because if I knock my legs at the bottom, they just bleed and, oh, this serous fluid comes out. Sorry if you're eating. And she said, oh, yeah, you've got cellulitis. She said, I'm surprised your doctor's not prescribed any antibiotics. I said, are you talking about my doctor? My doctor who I can't get anything done from. You know, the one who said I wasn't entitled to a second opinion on my knee, you know. But at least the physiotherapist said to me, she said, I don't think a second opinion on your knee would work anyway. She said, but it doesn't look as though it's anything to do with your actual physical knee joint that's been replaced. She said, it's just the fact that they should have addressed all this cellulitis. They should have put you on a long course of antibiotics when all this started. So she says, but now you've had it like 6 years or more, it's going to take a lot longer to shift. Whoopie-doo, thank you very much. So I self-diagnosed myself about 5 years ago, and I was correct. But of course it was me telling the doctor what I thought it was, so obviously it was wrong. Yeah? Don't know whether your GP's the same. But whenever you tell them you think you've got, they're like, oh, you've been Googling again, have you? And no, I can't change my GP because there's none for miles around. We're sort of stuck. It's a group practice, but they all sing from the same hymn sheet, if you know what I'm saying. If one says something, they all say something. I think they have a group meeting, a group huddle. Right, tell her this, tell her that, because we've told her that, we've told her that, you tell her all the same thing. Anyway, to get down to the more important things before my camera cuts off, because I haven't charged it up from Friday, so bear with me if I disappear. I started doing this for me in some cotton. Let me find the pattern I'm using. The pattern was, the pattern I got from Etsy, I think I told you that. I bought it, it's a photocopy. It's called, I can't remember what site I bought it from, sorry. It's called the Flirty Top. And that's what it is. Just a sort of simple pattern with like long sleeves. Because I think I said at the time, we sometimes need long sleeves in the summer, even in the UK. So I started it in cotton. And I should have been on a 5mm hook. And it was looking so slack and awful, it was looking sloppy. So clever me decides to change it to a 4.50, a number 7, which you don't seem to have in the US. Looking okay, I think the tension's looking okay. Dumbo forgot to go up a size. So it's not going to fit me. Well, unless it blocks out, I doubt it. But I'm going to carry on with it and probably put it on Etsy. Oh look, I'm showing me knot. I'm doing a suit, showing you me knot. So that's what it's going to be like. So as you can see, it just doesn't go round me, does it? And I don't like things when they pull too tightly. Looks a bit ugly when you're showing your underwear. So I'm going to carry on with it. I've got some more similar green, but that green's in the ice yarn, you know, the fragrant, what's it called now? Fragrant something or other, anyway. And it's just a bit paler than this. but it will stand the 5mm hook because it's just that slight bit thicker. This cotton is splitting like crazy on me, so I'm having to be very, very careful with it. Anyway, what I was doing when I was at hospital today, I didn't take the shawl, but we'll get finished one day because it's my hospital shawl. It's a virus shawl and it'll get finished one day. Instead of which I got myself into a complete and utter knot because my ball of wool fell apart. This is for a customer, and this is what it's going to look like. It's done all in one till you get to the armholes. Beautiful colour, it's called Emperor, and it's Karen and Sharon's favourite. It's Stylecraft. Stylecraft double knitting, or special double knitting. Not sure what's special about it, but I'm special, so that makes two of us, doesn't it? And what am I doing? I am doing... No, I don't know what I'm doing. I've got the pattern in here somewhere. This pattern was originally in a magazine, which was called The Crochet World, and it was from June 2013. But I got mine from Annie's, and I believe you can get it through Ravelry. I think somebody sells it on Ravelry now, or Etsy. Seen it somewhere. But you'd have to try and get hold of Crochet World 2013 if you wanted the original. But I bought this as a photo copy. I'm sure it was through Etsy. And this is called The Gulf Coast Shrug by Karen McKenna. That's Karen with a K. Karen McKenna. But my lady wants it to, well, she wants 3 of them, but she wants them a little bit longer. So it's going to take me a little while until I get up to the armholes, obviously, because it's all in one up to then. But then I can, what have I done with it? Oh, it's there. But then it'll progress then because it's divided into 3. And I've just got 3 little sleeves to do. What else have I got in here? Ooh. Well, I knew that I bought, you know, the flaming feathers that Sue keeps joking about. It's a paid for pattern, by the way, on Ravelry. And that's what it looks like. I knew I'd bought it, but I just hadn't printed it out. Anyway, because I've got this new printer, I printed it out. I decided to splash out and use some of my new ink, because the other one was rapidly fading anyway, and I was determined I wasn't buying any new ink. So that's it. That's the flaming feathers. So I got that. And then I bought a pattern from eBay. I think it was that one I bought originally. It was King Code 2511. And because I think I've bought from this lady before, she also sent me 2 others, which is very, very nice of her, and I will tell her thank you very much. King Code 2512, which is like a granny stitch vest, waistcoat, whatever you want to call it. One with the pointy bits and one with the straight edges. And then she sent me this one, which is rather pretty. It's King Code 2510. Now these are still, I think, on eBay to buy. I got these off eBay. I keep getting eBay and Etsy mixed up, don't I, what I'm talking about. Yes. So that's really all that's been going on in my life. That's why I've not been... I mean, just before I had the injection in my spine, I mean, when Kelly was here, I felt so guilty because I just couldn't do anything. It was just really hurting me that day. And I thought, oh, she's come to help me, and I'm just sitting here on a chair, you know, watching her work. I mean, there was some satisfaction in watching somebody work, I mean, I must admit. But I did feel so guilty because I wasn't helping. But every time I did anything, after 2 minutes, I just could not do any more. I had to sit down. My legs were just going from me. Yeah, but hopefully that's finished now for about 6 months. Hopefully. Although my injections usually only last me about 3. But if it's 3 months where I'm not in any great pain, it'll be lovely. Maybe I'll actually get the craft room finished. I've just had to learn to be patient and just sit there and say, can't be done. Has to be done. You know, I was talking to Sue, she has her injection, not today, tomorrow. No, Thursday she has her injection. So she'll be doing the same thing that I've been going through. And it has its painful moments, believe me. Yeah. But, I mean, she's only about a third or a fourth injection now, I think. Excuse me, need a drink. Well, I've been enjoying finding a few new people on YouTube to watch. I think I told you there was Claudia, she's, forgotten. Crochet Luna, that's right. And then the other lady is Hannah, she's Cozy Crochet. I put the links in my last video, you'll have to look back. Cozy Crochet thing. They're on my Gypsy page as well. And I'm not denouncing all my older, well, older, I don't mean older as in years, I mean older to me, watching them. Any of my older video people, it's just nice, isn't it, to crop up every now and again with someone new. You know, they have a new idea and a new this, that and the other, yeah. I am still trying to catch up. But doing that Vader, he just put paid to my watching videos, commenting on videos, and I still haven't commented on any of my Vader ones, so if you ask me any questions, and I haven't answered them obviously, I will get around to them one day. But today I just want to sit quietly and do some crochet, because I've got no Gigi to... And you know, people think, you know, you're home all day, you should get loads of crocheting done, but it's very difficult when you have a little boy that wants to climb all over you and sit on you. He sits here, if I lie back, he sits across there. So you try crocheting round him. And of course, as much as I brush him, he sheds like the dickens, you know. I'm just looking at the carpet, it was hoovered before I had my injection, yeah. I think it was hoovered at the weekend, or just before the weekend. And all I can see is wall-to-wall Gigi hair. You have to look at it closely, you know, you don't have, if you sit in here you can't really see it, but if you look like that it's just Gigi hair. But not to push the hoover, no, 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 no. It'll be done. I just won't have to look at the Gigi hair, I'll have to keep firmly, my eyes firmly fixed on my crochet. Anyway, I don't think I've pinged off yet, so I think you're quite safe. I think I'm still here. So, hopefully there'll be a video this Friday, because it'll be me and Kelly. She'll be helping me put together my PC chair. Well, she'll be doing it, I think, not me. When I say helping, I'm just sort of mentally helping her. I am determined to sit this week out. He said to me, take it easy for 2 days, well this is the second day, and then gradually start doing chores, but don't do any heavy chores until next week. So I thought, that'll do for me. I don't think he meant I couldn't wash up though, that's the trouble, isn't it? If he'd have said don't wash up or don't, you know, dust or anything, that would have been great. I'm very envious of your gloves, Grace. Do you ever watch Grace, GB Maltese? She had bought herself some dusting gloves. Good idea. I've got lots of ornaments and knits and pieces, yeah. Must look for some of them on eBay. Yeah, you take them outside apparently and you back them like that. And then when they get too grotty you put them in the washing machine. Sounds like a good idea. She bought some mittens, but they were like big pad mittens like that. Well, you'll see if you look at her video. And but they were a bit awkward to handle, they were too big and too floppy. But these were proper gloves, like they look like gardening gloves, but they were fuzzy. Good idea, because I hate dusting. I hate it with a passion. So I could just go like that and dust everything like that. You know. Don't tell anybody, but I've even had the hoover bits, you know, on the end, and hoovered things that way, hoovered my ornaments. Not the best way to go about things, is it? But never mind. So, I need to see my GP in about a week's time, brandishing my letter from the hospital saying I need a long course of antibiotics. You never know what that might clear up. It might clear up a million things. Who knows? Yeah. My daughter-in-law's home after having 2 knee replacements. Apparently she's quite sore, but I know that I only had 1 knee replacement and it was quite sore. It's amazing how many times you actually bend your knee when you want to get up from anything, and she's got 2 knees? I don't know how the heck she's getting up of anything. So I feel her pain. At least she's got them both done at once. They wouldn't do mine both at once. Which, in view of the way the right one turned out, I'm quite happy. But everybody else I've spoken to, it's about a 50-50 situation. 50% of people have said, oh, my new knee's wonderful, best thing, out hiking and doing all this. And yet other people have said, like me, I wish we'd never had it done, you know. Mine is the pain, but that's, you know, I live with pain, that's not a problem. It's just the fact I can't bend it, but that's the actual size of my knee. I can't bend my knee because it's banging on the fluid that's behind my knee. Behind my knee's all full of fluid, so I can't bend it because it's so swollen. So I think I would have a lot of more mobility if I can get rid of all this fluid. We'll see how it goes anyway. So I hope you're all looking forward to seeing Kelly, because I am. Not just because she's going to help me with the computer chair. Honestly, Kelly, if you're watching, it's not just that. I do enjoy having company. She's very good company, as you probably noticed when we're on the video together. We have a good laugh. That's what makes friendship, isn't it? Having a good laugh. You can be feeling absolutely, you know, you've got pain, you've got aches, you're feeling rotten, you're feeling awful. And somebody comes through the door who's got a lovely sort of personality, you know, like Sue, like Kelly. And you forget, you know, you forget. I'm not saying you forget the pain, you're still feeling it, but you like forget the sensation of, oh my goodness, I'm in so much pain today. You forget all that when you're in good company. It's amazing, yeah. It's just so nice to have company. I dare say if I had company every day, I'd probably get fed up with it. But you know what I'm saying. My mouth is so dry. It's these tablets I'm taking. The dentist has just rung me up. Well, he must have rung me up when I was out this morning, left a message saying that my mouth guard's ready. And will I ring up and go to collect it? But I'm not going this week. I tell her I'll go next week. Because even my scooter, as much as it is, it does bounce up and down. And I don't want to jiggle me back too much until I've got myself settled in. Yeah, I might tell her I'll go next week. I'll tell her that bit. I've paid for it, so it's no rush, is there? So it's not as if they're wanting money from me. We'll see how we go. Well, my niece is coming on Saturday or Sunday. She's helping me with something, but I know she's got to do my hair. Thank goodness. It's going brown again, as you can see. So she's got to do my hair. Because I'll try and do some shopping in the morning before she comes. I think she said she was coming Saturday afternoon. I should be alright for a scooter ride by Saturday. Well, I'm going to have to actually go out before that, because I've got to go get my prescription from the chemist on Friday. So maybe I'll do my shopping on Friday. Oh, I lead such a busy life. When I retired, I thought, how on earth am I going to fill my time? And now I don't know how the heck. It's my phone. I don't know how the heck I ever found time to go to work now. Anyway, I'm going to see who wants me on my phone, so I hope you're all having a good day, evening, morning, whatever time it is you're watching the video. And I will speak to you all definitely on Friday, if not before. Better go down to that phone. Bye now.